Hello and welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how to develop a business cash register system. I have the first worksheet, which has the following columns, that is the code, the item, the rate, the quantity, amount, VAT, total amount, and date. So before we go to the Visual Basic Editor, I've created some tables which can be checked by pressing Ctrl F3. So that is excuse me, the data code, which is this one. So you can see that is the data code. Then my data, so my data is this table here, where you can see the dancing cells. So starting from the column of the code up to the date here. And then we have the price list, so that is the price list. So now we can go to the a Visual Basic Editor, where I've created some controls. So let us view the Project Explorer. So here I have the Userform. So I can rename this to maybe business cash register system. So here I have a label which is written balance and another label here which is for the total. So let us see how that one is named. So I've called this LBL balance. So this is TXT cash and this one is TXT number of items. So that is where we shall enter quantity. So I can rename it to maybe QTY. That is TXT QTY. Then this is the item code. So I can call this one CMB items. Then I have a list box here. I can call it LST display. So let us run the user form and we see. So that is how the user form is. So right now it is not active. So if you press the button, that is, we have the refresh button, reset, exit, the item code here. So they are not active now. So we exit this one first and we go to the editor where we can write some codes. So let me run the user form. So we shall start by initializing the form. So when you click the form and it initializes, so we want some data to be displayed. So that is LST display. That is the name of the list box. Dot resource is equal to data code. So let me show you where the data code is. So in the worksheet, if you press Ctrl F3, So you will see the data code there. So this is the data code, so where you can see the cells dancing. So we go back and check. So when the Userform initializes, or when you start the Userform, so this, whatever is in the worksheet, will be displayed on the list box. So let us click here, and you can see that is what is in the worksheet. Now what I want to be displayed is not the data code, but let us go back to the worksheet again. So what I want to be displayed is my data here. So my data. So instead here we can write my data. So let us now run and see. So you can see the header shown here on the list box. So this is what is in the worksheet. So if you look at the worksheet, so that is what we have. So then let us go back again. So what we also want to be displayed is the data code, that is the items here. So that will be shown in the combo box. So the combo box is here. So where it is written item code, so this one. So when it the Userform start, we want that to be loaded too. So we can code m, that is me.cmb items is equal to data code. So let us run and we see that. So that is the, so let us see again. So it did not appear properly. So that is should be cmb dot row source is equal to data code. So let us try that again, and that is it. So it is now shown. So when we click on this, that is this combo box, all the data will be displayed on the list box, that is the code, item, rate, quantity, and so on, including some calculations which will be done on the VBA editor. So let us close that one again and we continue coding. So we now go to the item code here. So we click that one. So it is called CMB items. So here we want the first item to be displayed, and that is the code. So to do that, we simply write cells. So that is, we need to put down some declarations. So that is dim worksheet, that is ws as worksheet, I as long. So the I will be searching the empty rows and then it offsets the data. Then we can have another code. So for the time being, let us have the 2. So set ws equal to sheet 1 and I is equal to ws dot cells rows dot count comma 1 dot end excel up dot offset dot offset 1 comma 0 dot row. So that code, or the variable I will be searching for the empty row, and then it offsets the data. So let us start with the first column, that is the column for the code. Cells I comma 1 there is the first column, is equal to me dot cmb items. So me is the user form and cmb items is the combo box. So let us run that one. So we run. So when you click here and select any value, so it will be offset here. So we have that one, so it is offset there. So if you click another one, so it will continue that way, and so on. So let us go to the worksheet and we clear that. So we go to now the items. So we want to offset the items. Now to offset the items, we shall use Vlookup. So that is cells, and then we have I comma 2 is equal to, so we use the square bracket, Vlookup. So you can also use the evaluate function or application.worksheet function. So let me use the square bracket. So Vlookup, so lookup value will be a value in the worksheet. So that value, let me call it J1. So that is this cell here. We have J1. So the combo box will send a value here, and then the Vlookup will check on that and send values to the list box. So here we first have range J1 is equal to me dot cmb items. So it will be picking a value from the combo box, that is cmb items. So we continue with this one. So this is now J1, that is the lookup value, and then the table of values will be the price list. So let us go to the name manager. So we see the price list. So it is that table. So this column A will be the first column, this is the second, and this will be the third. So let us continue coding. So that will be price list, comma, the column index, which is 2. So we want an exact value, so comma 0, close the bracket, close the square bracket. and let us run that one and we see. So we want the code and the item now to be loaded. So click the combo box, select the item code, and it is shown there. So select again, so it enters the values, and so on. So let us go back to the worksheet again and we clear. So clear that one, and so on. So we code for the next column, so that is the rate. So the rate again is Vlookup, it is in the third column, so we copy that one, Control C, then Control V to paste. So this is the third column, and here we also change that one to column index 3, and then let us run that one also. So select the code, and the rate is entered for the HDMI cable. Select another one, so it is entered, and so on. Now the next value will be the quantity. So in this box here we shall be entering a value, and then it is sent here. So let us clear that. So before we do that, let me go to the user form, then to the refresh button. So this one, and then let me write some code. So that is range my data. So this is for clearing the worksheet. So this worksheet here, and hence the list box. So we write range my data dot clear contents. So it will clear the worksheet. So therefore we continue here. Or let me show you how it will clear. So that is we want all these data to be cleared. So you simply click on refresh, and it is all gone. So go back. So now we are in the fourth column. So the fourth column is the quantity. The code for the quantity is simple. It is simply this it is simply the value from this box here, that is the text box. So once we enter a value here, so it is entered there. So therefore for this one we simply say cells I, 4 is equal to txt qty. That is the name of the quantity text box. So dot value, so is equal to txt qty dot value. So let us run that one and we see. So in the quantity box here we enter 1, then we select item code, and that is what we have. So the quantity is entered here. So you can enter another value like 2, so select, and it is shown there. So now we go to the amount. This amount will be the quantity times the rate. So that is cells I, 5 is equal to cells I, apply 3. For the rate times the quantity, so cells I, 4. So let us run that one and we see. So enter the quantity, so maybe there are 3, or there are 3 HDMI. So let me refresh that first and we see. So select one item, there are 3 USB card, so 3 times 450, so you get 1350. Select another one, so the quantity is 1, enter the code, so that is the power supply and it is shown there. So let me clear that one and we go to the VBE, the Visual Basic Editor. So we are now in the 5th column, so that is this one, that is the VAT column. Now for the VAT, we now multiply the 5th column times, let's say 16%. So this is the 6th column is equal to cells I, 5. So here we have the amount times 16%, which is 0.16. So let us run that one too and we see. So enter the quantity, so that is 1. Select and you have that one, the VAT is entered. Select another one and it is shown there, so it calculates now automatically. So now we go to the total amount. Total amount will be the amount plus VAT. So we enter the 7th column, cells I, 7, close the bracket, is equal to cells I, 5 plus the VAT, cells I, 6, and that is enough. So we can run that one. So we refresh, then we select an item, so we enter the number of items, so maybe there are 5. Select any code here and it is entered there, including the total amount. So then select another one, so it is also entered, so the motherboard, 5 of them, plus the VAT, so we get the total amount and so on. So the last column now will be the date. Now for the date, we have the 8th column, so we simply code cells I, 8, close the bracket, is equal to date plus time. So that is enough. So let us run that. I'll refresh that. Enter the quantity, so it is 1, item code, and you have the time indicated there. So select another item, so it is indicated automatically, and you can see it shows different times if you look at the seconds. So if you select another item and so on, it tells you the time the item was bought. So that is it. We shall stop there. So next time, in my next video, I will explain the other remaining boxes, like for example, the cash, the balance, and also the total. So there is also the total value. So here there is another one, so that is called the total. So this will be showing the total below, that is on the user form, below there. So that is at the right hand corner. So thank you, and see you in my next video.